Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. This is actually breaking news and a very sad one, really. For a while now, for days, weeks now, Reverend Father Mbaka has been known to openly criticize the government of the day over so many issues in security. In fact, he went ahead and did a lot of videos concerning that. As we speak, Ohaneze and Igbo has raised alarm. They didn't just raise alarm, they also sent a warning as well over Father Mbaka's missing status. But before we go to the newspaper to find out what it is and the how it got to this level and what gave the people in protest to believe that Reverend Father Mbaka is missing, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the Ohaneze and Igbo Youth Council Worldwide (OYC) on Wednesday raised the alarm over the whereabouts of very Enugu priest, Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka. The cleric of the Adoration Ministry Enugu has been in the news after he asked President Muhammadu Buhari to resign. This was followed by a revelation by the Presidency that he was attacking Buhari because he was refused a contract. Ohaneze Youth Council has now claimed that the priest was missing. In a statement issued by the President General of Ohaneze Ndibu OYC, that's Mazu Oku Nabuike, he said Mbaka was last seen on Tuesday, adding that every effort to trace him had failed. We have it on good authority, according to OYC President. He said we have it on authority that his aides have neither seen or heard from him since Tuesday. Calls put to his mobile line have also remained unanswered. This has now prompted us to raise this alarm as we would not take it lightly should anything untoward happen to him. We are giving the federal government 48 hours to produce the priest, else they should be ready to face Igbo youth. They were dining and whining with him all along, and now that he told the truth, they are no longer comfortable with him. Let nothing happen to Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka. It will not be in anybody's interest, the group warned. Meanwhile, reaching out to the close aides of Catholic cleric, but they declined comment, noting that the picture was not clear yet. Today is Wednesday's program, Day again. That's the program usually holds. If he doesn't officiate, it will then be clear that something is wrong, one of them said. But a source who refused to be named disclosed that he had last seen yesterday on Tuesday when he departed to honor an invitation by his bishop. Well, it was also learned that following the apprehension, all the youth of the ministry have been summoned to Adoration Ground. The message inviting the youth to the Adoration Ground obtained by it says it's actually important. Good morning, friends and well-wishers. Please, if you know your stand for justice and you do not want the lone voice that speaks for the poor in this country to be silenced, gather at the Adoration Ground. Let's go for a protest at the Bishop's Court. Father Mbaka is nowhere to be found. He went yesterday to answer the bishop's call, and up till now, he's not taking his calls. Let's gather SSG. But of course, don't forget that everybody was just holding on that, okay, let's just see how it will play out if Reverend Father Mbaka doesn't pick his calls or if he doesn't come for his adoration program, then that means he's truly missing. But let's find out the current one right now. The supporters of the fairy Enugu priest, Reverend Father Mbaka, who are also members of the Adoration Ministry Enugu, on Wednesday protested the whereabouts of the priest. It was also gathered that the NYC raised the alarm that the priest was missing. Mbaka, who had asked the president to resign last week, has been on and on. However, a protest has hit the coal city over the disappearance of the priest, whose whereabouts cannot be ascertained. It was learnt that a notice was being called out to all youth of the ministry to the Adoration Ground. The message inviting the youth to the Adoration Ground obtained and saying it is important. Now, the parishioners have now stormed the bishop's court, demanding that Bishop Callistus Onaga of the Catholic Diocese of Enugu should produce him. Okay, what's that to go? It has happened. Right now, there's protest going on. A lot of adoration members are screaming at the top of their voices. A whole lot of them are saying, where's Father Mbaka? Honestly, right now it's a bit sketchy, but usually that there's a program he usually holds every Wednesday, every morning. He officiates himself every Wednesday. in adoration ground. So everybody knows. In fact, those who like to attend this program or usually goes there every Wednesday morning to have that early morning interaction. Now, for like Tuesday evening, the last they saw some those who saw him said they saw him last on Tuesday. And now Wednesday morning, usually doesn't hand over that program to anybody. Now he's no more there. So it made the Ohaneze youth to raise alarm. And they're giving the federal government 48 hours to produce Father Mbaka and let nothing untoward happen to him. Father Mbaka have been very bold for a while now. But now the youth have stormed the Catholic diocese place, saying that they should produce, or since he heard a call from there, they should tell them where Father Mbaka is. Father Mbaka has, in fact, for like how many days now, he has been on and on over the presidency, being either impeached or that lawmakers should either impeach him or he should resign. Like these guys have said, he seemed to be the lone voice. He seemed to be the one person, apart from many Nabari, that had actually been very bold enough to say such a thing. He seemed to be one person who has spoken strongly towards it. Well, Father Mbaka have not picked his calls, but everybody just believes that something is not right, being that he's not in his position as at Wednesday morning where he's supposed to hold this program. They're calling on Nigerians, they're calling on all meaningful youths, and they're calling on Igbo. I want to ask a very silly question. How would Ohaneze youth go about this 48 hours ultimatum they've given to the federal government? What would they do? Would they storm because right now we know how this country is being run. Let's face the truth. Reverend Father Mbaka, let's hope that all is well with him wherever he is right now. But like one or two persons have rightly said, raising an alarm is one step towards at least discovering where he is. At least wherever it is or wherever he is right now, those who do not know him will notice that he is missing. All right, but one thing is certain: when he's released, he's going to tell Nigerians what happened to him. Right now, Father Mbaka has been talking. So whenever it is they're doing to him, two things are involved. If you don't want it to be heard, then don't let him come out. But if he comes out, he's going to let everybody know exactly what transpired. That's one. Two is the fact that right now, for a while now, he has been, antagonizing the government of the day. If anything happens to him, it's only, normal for everybody to assume that it's actually the government of the day that have actually picked him up. There's that general saying, in African democracy, freedom of speech is guaranteed, very guaranteed. But you see, freedom after speech is what is not guaranteed in African democracy. Well, Father Mbaka has been talking, nothing has been happening. But after speech, we don't know what is happening right now. But we'll keep you posted if eventually anything comes out of this. But right now, Coal City is on protest over Father Mbaka's missing disappearance. Let's interact in the comment section what's to take place.